Title of our project is Control and Management of Railway System Connected to Microgrid Stations. The output for the control and management of railway system connected to microgrid stations is performed in three ways. Here we are giving inputs for the station and train in the command prompt. These are the inputs during train 1 and station 1. It is the first circuit. Here our EMS is divided into two categories. One is the station and another is the train. Here simulation test is performed with one station and one train. The train recharges from the station in different times. These are the scopes. These are the four scopes that we are using to perform operations. In this circuit, we get four different waveforms or parameters during charging from train to station or station to train. It is the first parameter, that is charge current at station 1, and the second one is the battery of SOC from station 1, and the third one is the photovoltaic and wind for voltage at station 1, and the final one is the VDC from station 1. These are the four parameters that we obtain from train 1. It is the second one. These are the inputs that we are giving for the station and train during two stations and one train. Here the station is a microgrid and it is a stationary part. Here it is the circuit. Here our EMS is divided into two categories. One is the station and another is the train. Here the simulation test is performed with one station, with one train and two stations. The train recharges from the stations in different times. These are the scopes which we are using to perform operations. Here the parameters that we are using, like photovoltaic panels, wind sources, supercapacitor or load, which we are using, what we are using, how many panels we are using, and the range and how much range, and which loads we are using, which type of batteries we are using, can be known by clicking on the circuit on individual part of which we need. In this circuit, these are the different parameters that we are getting during charging when there are two stations and one train. Here it is the first one, current, that is current charge from the train 1 and station 1, and it is the second one, current from the supercapacitor during train 1, and it is charge from train 1 and station 1, and this is the output of SOC from supercapacitor of train 1, and this waveform is load, that is from train 1, and the final one is the VDC from train 1. And these are the different outputs, and these are the different waveforms that we are getting from two stations and one train. This is the third one. These are the inputs that we are giving for the station and train during two stations, one train. Here the inputs are given in the command prompt. Here it is the circuit. There our EMS is divided into two categories. One is the station and another is a train. Here simulation test is performed with two stations and one train. The train recharges from the station in different times. These are the scopes which we are using to perform operations. Here these are the different case studies that we are using to showcase how the train is charging during different conditions. Here in this circuit, these are the different parameters that we are getting during charging when there are two stations, two trains and one station. And then it is the first output waveform, that is from current charge from train 1 and station 1, is the second one, that is charge from train 1 and station 1, and it is VDC of train 2, and this waveform is I charge train 2 from station 1, and it is from IC of train to this waveform is, and then and the wave and this waveform is P load of train 2, and it is the output waveform of SOC of SC of train 2. These are the different waveforms that we are getting.